Silver Shadow Stakes. It's really the first of the spring classics for 3-year-old fillies. And there in the green and gold in the background is TAB number 1, Origin, who is a clear-cut favourite. She won at Group 1 in Queensland in the winter, won the QTC Size Produce Stakes, and she's showing odds of almost 9 to 4, $3.20 for a $1 investment. I just double-checked that on the tote. Yep. 3.20 Origin, Euphoria at 20 to 1, Moment's Pleasure, who will be steaming home, is at 5 to 1, Warning Siren at 66 to 1, Romantica at 40 to 1, Shadowy Outline's been pretty well backed. I'll give her another check. Yep, she's in from 12s to 11s. Alouette at 33 to 1, Bombshell at 9 to 1, Olympic Bidders are scratching, Jen's Halo, one of the roughies, at 40 to 1, Rory's Classic from Brisbane at 40s, getting out to 50 to 1, should be about 500s. Grey Coup from the Jack Denham stable at 16 to 1, May to September at 25 to 1, Lucid Dream 100 to 1, Food of Love at 25 to 1. Now this is the filly I like, Denarani. She's firmed into $4.60. There she is there. Odds of just over 7 to 2. Now you'll notice that's not Mick Dittman riding her. It's Billy Aspros. Mick has got a bout of influenza, and after his second ride here today, the club doctor examined him, and he stood Mick down from riding for the rest of the day. So no Mick Dittman on Denarani, but Bill Aspros will do the job all right. Don't you worry about that. Bill is the leading rider in the Western Districts of New South Wales, and he won a race here earlier today at Warwick Farm on Obsessed, and he gave a most polished performance. Denarani is in barrier 4, and the favourite, Origin, is in barrier 2. Now there's a couple of fillies. That's going in there now is Bombshell, ridden by Mark de Montfort usually rides her, and he's on her again. Number 14 there is Lucid Dream. There was Bombshell out to our left. There she is there. Mark de Montfort's on her. She's racing in blinkers. She looks an absolute treat, and they say she's worked well. This might just be a touch rich for her, but she's got a chance. I've got my money on Denarani. A lot of punters have got theirs on Origin. Here comes the starter, and off we go to the best caller of them all, as I keep telling you, Johnny Tapp. Here he is.
Okay, Ken. Grey Coup in the number 1 gate stands in well. So does Rory's Classic, faces up squarely. Starter onto his stand now, and they're all set and ready for dispatch. Alouette faces up squarely. Now Grey Coup getting a bit stirred up in the number 1 stall. Pardon me. Off and running in the Silver Shadow. Rory's Classic very slow to move at the start, and Lucid Dream on the extreme outside is away like a flash. Shadowy Outline began well, and so did Romantica, followed by Food of Love, and Bombshell is striding through to join those leaders. Alouette in a good spot, and Denarani not too far away on settling down. Grey Coup is getting up on the fence, and then Moment's Pleasure, followed by Euphoria, Origin, May to September. Rory's Classic after a slow start making ground along the fence, and then Jen's Halo and Warning Siren last of all. 700 left to go. It's Alouette and Bombshell, the joint leaders, by a length to Lucid Dream. Off the track, Romantica. Denarani between horses, followed by Food of Love on the fence. Grey Coup under pressure. Then Shadowy Outline, Moment's Pleasure. Aragen's about 6 off the lead, scrubbed along, followed by Rory's Classic, Euphoria, May to September, Jen's Halo and Warning Siren. Heads a turn for home. Bombshell tackled by Romantica wide out, and Romantica poked the head in front, straightening up over Bombshell, and Alouette on the fence. Denarani is starting to wind up now, and Aragen to the extreme outside. Romantica just the leader over Bombshell. Here comes Aragen. Can she do it again? Denarani getting through on the inside. Aragen on the outside going best, and Aragen won the Silver Shadow over Denarani and Romantica, and Warning Siren has come from last to run 4th, followed by May to September. Euphoria got home well, then Moment's Pleasure. Shadowy Outline was carted right off the track on the turn from Alouette, and further back Jen's Halo. Bombshell ran a nice first up race, then Food of Love, Lucid Dream, followed by Grey Coup, and Rory's Classic last in the Tooheys Silver Shadow.
A great race and 2 pretty good fillies. Excuse me. That's Romantica in front, Jim Cassidy in the green sleeves. Coming down the outside in the yellow colours is the top weight Origin. And Denarani, who seemed to balk a bit halfway down the straight, but then got going again after being well placed, and she's finished a great second. But the winner, Origin, will pay $3.20 and $1.70. Number 16, second, Denarani, will pay $1.90. And number 5, third, Romantica, will pay $9.80. A great race, 2 very good fillies. You'll hear a lot more of both of them, Origin and Denarani. A break and then more racing on the wide world of sports.
It doesn't matter. Let's have a look at the dividends for the previous at Warwick Farm. 1.16 and 5. Aragon, 3.20 and $1.70. Danarani, $1.90. Romantica, $9.80 in the AFL. 3 matches this afternoon. 3/4 time, Collingwood and Geelong, nothing in it. 1 point to Collingwood, 12-12 to 13-5. St Kilda playing Sydney, and nothing in it either. St Kilda way in front, 14 goals 9 to 7 goals 13. Fitzroy against Richmond, and Richmond in front comfortably, 12 goals 12 to 8-7 at 3/4 time. Australia's Michael Doohan is in great shape to clinch the 500cc World Championship. He's taken provisional pole for tomorrow's Czech Grand Prix.
As we're covering today, the second leg in Melbourne. Number 1, Dream About It, is at 20 to 1. I'm dreaming about winning. Midnight Cruise at 4 to 1. Strike High, 33 to 1. La Jugar is a 4 to 1 chance. Super Snooper, I had to tip him with a double S. Wonder it's not at 66 to 1. It's at 3 to 1. 11 to 2, Big Jamaica. Gourmet Lady is a scratching. Wura Goleen, what a name, at 10 to 1. Brian Werner, the jockey. Wild Mistress is at 12 to 1. Power Reserve, Stephen Baster at 12 to 1. Now there's a string of scratchings. There's a lot of scratchings in this race. Queen of Melbourne is out. Sarah's Melody is out. And Direct Star is out. Spirit Dari is a 16 to 1 chance. Sualina is out. Another scratching. Quest Winner is at 50 to 1. And My Star of Indy is also a scratching. As we go down to Caulfield, and there is Spirit Dari in centre screen. Oh no, in the background there in the grey, and in centre screen there was Wild Mistress, TAB. Oh no, it's not, I'm sorry, I've made a blue. It's Wura Galeen. I couldn't even pronounce her, and she was hiding in on me there. Wura Galeen and Spirit Dari in centre screen. Now this at Caulfield, if you've watched races at Caulfield before, it's a very much a turning circuit. This race is for mares from the 1400 metres. You've got to say that inside barriers are a great advantage. The jockey there on Wura Galeen is Brian Werner. I can't understand what the hold-up is. It's almost Wild Mistress, they tell me, is being looked at by the vet, and that's what's just constituting this delay, what's causing this delay, I should say. She'll go in a moment once the vet gives her the once-over, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I've just had word down the line that Midnight Cruise has firmed a little bit on the tote. Peter Hutchinson's mount, I gave it to you at 4 to 1. She's into 7 to 2, and she's been pretty well backed in the betting ring as well. La Jugar is getting out a bit on the other hand. Stephen King's mount, and is now out to 5 to 1. The Super Snooper is staying solid. That Super Snooper there in centre screen in the pink and the white. Danny Nikolic is the rider there. Super Snooper is trained by Angus Armanasco, and Super Snooper is still around 3 to 1, 13 to 4. Not much action there for the moment. We should get a little bit of action in a moment. Surely the vet's not going to take that long to examine one. It's a wonder the others don't go forward. TAB number 16 there is Quest Winner, one of the roughies. Quest Winner races, as you can see, in red, yellow and blue colours. And there's TAB number 9, Wild Mistress. Well, if the vet looked at her, he's certainly finished, because Roger Booth, the jockey, is just moving Wild Mistress around. And, well, I think we should get a bit of action now, a bit of movement towards the stalls. And the experienced stable hands, once they start with these horses, they won't take long to get them in. Here they come now. They tell me there's a late scratching. TAB number 3, Strike High. So apparently that was the horse the vet was looking at. Strike High and not Wild Mistress. And Strike High is a late scratching. We had Strike High at 33 to 1. Well, she won't be striking today. Or she is striking, I should say. Two ways of looking at that, isn't there? She's on strike. She's not running. Obviously lame or something, and the vet has pulled her out. So one less runner gives us another scratching in a race of many, many scratchings. Quest Winner, as you can see there, has gone to the inside. Originally drew barrier 2, but with a scratching moves to the rails. Okay, well, most of them, or half of them, are in. John Russell can see what the hold-up is. He's down at the track. He'd know more than me. Here's John.
The line taking good shape. Midnight Cruise is ready. Spirit Dari coming up, Super Snooper, Big Jamaica, and also Dream About It and Wild Mistress. Wild Mistress drawn second from the outside. Super Snooper in the cerise and white hoop colours. Big Jamaica moves in. Near the outside, Rudder has the purple caps. So Wild Mistress and Dream About It to complete the line. And they'll be ready for the mares race. The Heath Function Centre at Caulfield Racecourse Handicap. Second last on the card. Wild Mistress moving in, and Dream About It is resuming after a spell, coming in. Quest Winner, the inside runner. This race over 1,400 metres. They're all set and locked away for action. Second last on the program. Late scratching at the barrier. Strike high. They're set. Ready. Hello. One through the stalls. Midnight Cruise has gone down the track about 100 metres or so. Quickly reined in. So no harm done. So this mare will come back and take her place. And then they'll be on their way. Second last on the program. Cannibal King, very impressive in winning the Vain Quality over Del Sol and Blevik. And the big sprint event today, taken out by Barcara. But very good runs recorded by Paris Lane and Monsieur, who filled the minor placings. Midnight Cruise is back in her stall. So ready once again. Second last on the program at Caulfield. They're off, and Quest Winner first to jump out, quickly headed by Wura Galeen. Out quickly Super Snooper showing speed, and so is Midnight Cruiser. And they were followed by Big Jamaica over on the inside of Wild Mistress, a length and a half to Large Ugar. And Dream About It has dropped out to last. Just over 1,000 metres left to go. Midnight Cruiser is the leader. Bit of a scrimmage back in the field. A couple of them got shuttled back there, and down the side of the track they race. And the leader, Midnight Cruise, by a length and a half. Power Reserve on the inside there of going around them faster. Spirit Dari, followed by Wura Galeen, Super Snooper. Wild Mistress is next. A length further back as Quest Winner. And Big Jamaica must have been got into trouble there. She's dropped back towards second last, just in advance of a Large Ugar. And Dream About It last of all as they come down the side with 700 metres left to go. Midnight Cruise the leader. About a length in advance here of Super Snooper on the outside of Spirit Dari. Then Power Reserve there, followed by Wura Galeen. Further back, Wild Mistress, Quest Winner. A good long gap to Large Ugar. Big Jamaica well back in the field. And Dream About It last of all as they're making the home turner. It's Super Snooper moving up on the outside to tackle Midnight Cruise as they straighten up. About 2 lengths clear of Spirit Dari, and down the outside Wild Mistress is running on well, and so is Power Reserve, and right over on the outside Large Ugar, and Big Jamaica's a long way back, but Midnight Cruise has got clear in the final 150 metres. Spirit Dari storing home down the outside, and so is Wild Mistress. Midnight Cruise tackled by Spirit Dari in the centre. Spirit Dari hit the front. Spirit Dari's won it. About a long neck to Wild Mistress. A close third is Midnight Cruise, then Large Ugar. Big Jamaica Unlucky's run fifth, followed by Super Snooper, Wura Galeen, Power Reserve, Dream About It, and last time is Quest Winner.
9 and 2, Spirit Dari, 18.40 and 4.20, Wild Mistress, $4.70, and Midnight Cruise, $1.70. Okay, Max.